Hej och varmt välkommen till mig. Jag heter Karina och jag ska idag göra en intervju med Hyakuten Inamoto som är min sensei från Japan och grundaren av Komyo ReikiDo. Och intervjun kommer att vara på engelska och jag kommer att översätta den i text också till svenska då för er i Sverige som vill och kanske inte förstår så mycket engelska då. So I would like to welcome you, Hyakuten Inamoto, my sensei.
Thank you.
To this talk about Reiki.
Mm-hmm.
And,
okay. So, first, I'd like to say hello to everybody, Reiki practitioner in Sweden, and then I'd like to say a big thank you to Karina for arranging this interview. Thank you, Karina. Okay, so it is my great pleasure, to have the opportunity to talk to Reiki people in your country.
Thank you.
Okay, so first I'd like to introduce myself briefly. Okay, my name is Inamoto Hyakuten. Traditional Japanese way. Inamoto is my family name. Hyakuten, my given name, my Buddhist name. So in the Japanese language, family name comes. So as a Japanese tradition, I say Inamoto Hyakuten. Of course, you can say like a Western, style, Hyakuten Inamoto. Okay, you see, Inamoto Hyakuten. Like, your neighboring country, Finland, they also, say the name, family name first, and given name later. We share the same language, a kind of a language family, okay? Japanese, Finnish language, Turkish language, Hungarian language, Mongolian, same family. So, yes. So, again, my name is Inamoto Hyakuten, and I am from Kyoto, Japan. And Kyoto was the capital city of Japan, okay, for many years, a little more than 1,000 years. Okay. Now we have the capital city, which is Tokyo. Okay. So anyway, in the north of Kyoto, where I live, there is a mountain named Kurama Yama. Yama means mountain. Okay, and which is the birthplace of Usui Reiki Ryoho. So maybe I talk more about the founder, Usui Sensei, but the founder, Usui Sensei, was sitting in meditation, fasting up on the mountain. Okay, then he attained healing ability as a I should say God sent or heaven sent, yes. And he wanted to share this wonderful gift with people. So he went back to Tokyo. He was based in Tokyo, not in Kyoto. Okay? And he opened up Usui Reiki Ryoho Gakkai. Gakkai means association. Okay? So anyway, that was 1922. Look, now we are in 2022. Okay? Yes. So this year is the 100th anniversary of Usui Reiki Ryoho and Usui Reiki Ryoho Gakkai. So this year is a very special year. Okay? Okay, so like I said, I'm from Kyoto, Japan, and then I'm a founder of Komyo ReikiDo. I like to talk about Komyo ReikiDo, and so Karina is my representative in your country, okay, Sweden. She's the only student, teacher student in your country. Okay? I'm so happy. I have very good, representative in Sweden. Okay. So now I'd like to talk about Reiki, and Reiki Ryoho. Okay. We have to make a distinction between Reiki Ryoho. I show this kanji for your reference. Okay? Reiki, short for 10 Reiki. 4 kanji. Kanji means a Chinese character. Okay? From China. Okay? And 10 Reiki. Then Reiki. Okay? Then the meaning of Rei and Ki, The both means the energy. Rei means energy. Ki also means the energy. But the source is different. Rei energy comes from, ten means the heaven. Energy from the heaven. Okay? Ki energy, the source is the earth. Chi means the earth. So, Reiki means the energy of heaven and earth. Okay? Now, in modern term, we can say the heaven, not, heaven and earth. We use the word universe, Okay? But in ancient time, any country, okay, people say, heaven and earth to mean the universe. Even in Japan, we still use, Tenchi or Ametsuchi to mean the universe. Okay? So, again, Reiki is the energy, simply put, energy of the universe. Okay? And in a way to be more detailed or exact, it's the energy of heaven and earth, which sustain all life. Okay, not only human, animal, plant, all living being. Okay, and thanks to Reiki, the energy of the universe, we are here alive, breathing. Usually, we are not aware of this. Okay, like the air, we don't pay much attention to the air. Okay, for example, without air, how long can we survive? Maybe 2 minutes. 3 minutes, we are gone. Okay? Yes. But we don't pay much attention to the air. The same with Reiki, the energy of heaven and earth, which sustain, all life, my life, your life. Yeah? But again, we are not aware of this truth because we just take it as granted, so normal, so natural. Okay? That's why, again, we don't pay attention. But again, without the air, we only survive 3 minutes. Okay? Then without Reiki, we have no life. I have no life. You have no life. Again, life is only the name. We don't see it. Where's my life? Where's your life? Okay? I don't think I, sustain my life. It's too big, Yeah. So, I always with something bigger, kind of the the energy we cannot see, we can feel it, but we cannot see. Is there to support my life. Okay, so again, Reiki is, simply put, the energy of the universe which sustains all life. So in other words, Reiki is the life-giving energy. Okay, that's my understanding or interpretation of Reiki. Okay, then now we know what Reiki is. Then what about Reiki Ryoho? Reiki we know already. Okay, what about Ryoho? Ryo means healing or therapeutic. Ho is a method or art. So my interpretation is, healing art, okay, or healing method, or you can say therapy, okay. So Reiki Ryoho is Reiki therapy or Reiki healing art. Now you know, two difference. So Reiki Ryoho is a healing modality or therapy that use Reiki, the energy of the universe. So that's, there's a distinction between Reiki, energy of the universe, Reiki Ryoho, healing or therapeutic, modality or healing art. Okay, so I think we better keep this in mind.
You could say it's like a method to practice the universal Reiki energy.
Yes.
So Ryoho is the method to use it, to practice it.
Yes. Okay. Okay, so that's Reiki and Reiki Ryoho. Then maybe Reiki Ryoho, it has two aspects. One, healing practice, right? Okay, because it's a healing art. And another is spiritual practice. So healing practice, spiritual practice become one, like a gasho. Okay, so Reiki Ryoho is two-fold practice. Okay, it's not just cure or heal the health problem. Okay, it is also about spiritual training or spiritual practice. That's why this simple, hands-on healing practice, so simple. Anybody can do this. But in a way, it's very profound because spiritual practice is there, involved. Okay? And when it comes to spiritual practice, it's always, ongoing, okay? Never ending practice or process. Okay? Yeah. So that's why I feel, Reiki Ryoho, so simple to learn, so easy to learn and simple to use, but so difficult because it's so profound, so deep. Okay, yeah, it take whole my life. Yeah, yes, that's Reiki Ryoho. And another drawing I have, Reiki Mountain. Shoden, in Komyo ReikiDo, level 1, 2, focus is on healing or therapeutic practice. Then, Okuden, Shimpiden, level 3, 4, focus is on spiritual practice. Okay. Then, the top of the mountain, our common destination, okay? Satori or enlightenment. Okay. So this is our common destination, regardless of the level, okay? Yeah. Shoden, level 1 student, Okuden student, level 3 student, the same destination, okay? Satori, enlightenment, okay? But like I mentioned, this one, in one Reiki mountain, okay? Not separated. So I think we have to keep in mind all the time, okay, Reiki hands-on healing is two aspects or practices, okay? Healing, spiritual, okay? Yes. That's Reiki and Reiki Ryoho, okay? Okay.
You also talk about mind and body. Can you talk a little bit about why the importance of starting with the mind and the body also in the healing process?
Yeah, that's a very good topic, And as you may know, Usui Reiki Ryoho is how should I say, the source, headwaters, From there, we have all different kind of Reiki system, including my system, Komyo ReikiDo, okay? Yeah. So, Usui Reiki Ryoho is the very source, okay? Then, Usui Reiki Ryoho, say, kind of a formal name is Shinshin Kaizen Usui Reiki Ryoho. Shinshin. Shin means mind. Next shin. Same pronunciation, but different kanji, Chinese character. First shin means mind. Second one, means body. So mind, body, improvement. Usui Reiki Ryoho. Okay. So
I think we lost the connection a little bit. We lost the connection a little bit. You were talking about first the mind.
Okay.
If you continue there.
Okay. I say internet is unstable.
Yes, a little bit.
Okay, so I repeat again, huh?
Yes.
So, like I mentioned, formal or official name for Usui Reiki Ryoho is Shinshin Kaizen Usui Reiki Ryoho. Shinshin means mind, body. Kaizen means improvement. Usui Reiki Ryoho is to improve mind and body, not body and mind, okay? Mind comes before body. This means whatever the physical problem, which is body, is first we have to heal the mind of the person, okay? Then we can, heal the physical, problem, physical, the health issue, okay? So basic philosophy or concept is mind and body. Simply put, mind over body, okay? So in my class, I always say, especially the Shoden, class, level 1 class, I say to my students, okay, whatever the physical problem is, first we have to heal the mind of the person, okay? Otherwise, we cannot heal or cure physical problem, okay? It's kind of an opposite of so-called Western medicine, okay? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay? But things are changing in medical, setting. But for many years, over 300 years, they were medical doctors are focusing on physical problem, okay, disregarding the mind of the patient. That means they cannot cure the physical, problem. Now they become realized, they have their limits. So they try to, heal both mind, body and mind. They put them together, so-called integrated medicine, So in the very near future, we are going to have a much better, medical system than now, okay? Yeah. But when it's come to Reiki Ryoho, Usui Reiki Ryoho, from the beginning, the mind and body, okay? And that's very good point, important point. Okay? Yeah. Okay.
Can you talk about Komyo ReikiDo and Reiki Ryoho? Because you teach Komyo ReikiDo.
Oh, yes. Okay, so maybe I talk about Komyo ReikiDo a little bit later. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I like to say something more about the founder, Usui Sensei. Okay. As everybody know, the founder, was Usui Mikao Sensei. Okay. Then, like I mentioned, this is a kind of a legend, but, we understand the Usui Sensei was sitting in meditation, fasting for 21 days up in a Kurama in Kyoto. Then, after 21 days, he attained enlightenment, and he realized, accidentally realized that he was given a wonderful gift, which means healing ability or healing power in his hand. He realized, wow, I was given this wonderful gift. Okay, so he was based in Tokyo, not Kyoto. So he wanted to share this wonderful gift with people, as many people as possible. So he went back to Tokyo and set up or open up Usui Reiki Ryoho Gakkai. Gakkai means association, to share the gift. Okay? So, again, it was, Kuramayama and Usui Reiki Ryoho Gakkai, opening, happened in the year, 1922, hundreds years ago. Okay? Yes. So, thanks to Usui Sensei's beautiful decision, I wanted to share, this wonderful gift with people. We are here all over the world as a Reiki practitioner. Suppose Usui Sensei decided, this wonderful gift is all mine. I keep it to myself. Okay, I don't want to share this. This is mine. Then, when he died, Usui Reiki Ryoho died with him. Okay, no more, Usui Reiki Ryoho, no more Reiki people. Yeah. So I always feel, grateful to him for sharing wonderful gift, which he created as the system, Usui Reiki Ryoho. Okay? Then, that was 1922. Then, while Usui Sensei was traveling, because he became very well known, only in Japan though, okay, he was invited to teach, to share the gift, all over Japan, okay. So, while he was traveling near Hiroshima, okay, he passed away, okay. Yeah. That was 1926. Okay, so Kuramayama, okay, 22. His death, 26, only 4 years. Yes, but during 4 years' time, he became very well known in Japan. You see, then Usui Sensei is gone long time ago, but still he is with us as a founder all over the world now. Okay, so I think the key to success or prosperity is to share, give. Okay, yes. If we want to be successful, prosperous, we have to give, share the gift with the people. Yes. Like a Usui Sensei. Yes. Okay. Then, like I said, he became very well known, but only in Japan, not outside Japan. His last student, Hayashi Chujiro Sensei, he did a great job to spread Reiki Ryoho in the West. Okay? Thanks to him, thanks to her student, Mrs. Takata, or Takata Sensei in Hawaii, second generation Japanese American. Okay? So thanks to Takata Sensei, thanks to her granddaughter, Moto. Now, Reiki Ryoho from Japan, all over the world. Okay? Okay. So that's a brief history about Reiki Ryoho. Okay? Originally from Japan. Okay? Yes. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so maybe, yeah. Now I think we can talk about Komyo ReikiDo. Excuse me. So the system I created or founded is called Komyo ReikiDo. Okay, and Do means I show you the kanji Chinese character. Why it's called Do? Do. Okay, Do means a way or path. Okay, we walk on the Do. In Japanese, we said, michi, Do. Two different, way of, pronunciation. Anyway, Do, literally, it means way or path. Okay, but its connotation is spiritual training. In Japanese culture, we have many Do, like a Buddha. Its translation is martial art. Buddha includes karate do, judo, aikido, kendo, archery, Kyoto. They are all not only martial art, to fight. They are spiritual training. Then in the Japanese culture, we have kado. Ka means hana, the way of flower arrangement. Sado, sa means cha. Okay, so the way of tea. Okay, yes, it's not just tea ceremony. Okay? Shodo, sho is a writing or calligraphy, the way of calligraphy. Okay? So they are all spiritual training. So, Komyo Reiki, before, it's called Komyo Reiki, but focus was more on spiritual practice. So I thought, okay, since Komyo Reiki is, focusing on spiritual practice or training, why not add Do? Okay, yeah. So I decided to add Do. Now it's Komyo ReikiDo. So it's not only, again, Komyo ReikiDo is not only healing practice, but also, spiritual practice, training, okay? That's Komyo ReikiDo. And Komyo ReikiDo is, I always say, Hayashi Shiki Usui Ryoho. Hayashi, as you know, Hayashi Sensei, the last student of Usui Sensei. So, Hayashi Shiki means style. Hayashi style Usui Ryoho. Okay? I always say, nobody can teach Usui Ryoho. Okay? In the West, some Reiki master claim that, I teach Usui Ryoho. Okay? This is very wrong, misleading. Again, nobody can teach Usui Ryoho. Even in Usui Ryoho Gakkai Association, they don't teach anything. Even Shihan means a teacher or master, they don't teach. They are in charge of the regular gathering. Okay? Member practice simple routine training program under the guidance of Shihan. Okay? Again, they don't teach. So, outside Usui Ryoho, how can anybody teach Usui Ryoho? Okay? So, my understanding is all Reiki system, the Western, Japanese, whatever, they all go back to Hayashi Sensei, right? Look, so-called, Western Reiki system, who are the parents? Takata Sensei in Hawaii. She became the very first Western Reiki master, Okay? She became a Shihan, when Hayashi Sensei visited her in Hawaii in 1938, while Takata Sensei was still in Japan, she became a Shimpiden student of Hayashi Sensei, but not Shihan. But when Hayashi Sensei visited her in Hawaii, he gave the title, as Shihan to Takata Sensei. So Takata Sensei was the parent of so-called Western Reiki system. And from her, so many Reiki system. Okay? And like a Komyo ReikiDo, okay? Shall we say, a Japanese or whatever, okay? Yeah. My teacher, Mrs. Yamaguchi, okay? She was a student of Hayashi Sensei, the same teacher. Okay? So that's why I say Komyo ReikiDo is a Hayashi style Usui Ryoho. And, Mrs. Yamaguchi, my teacher's son, the youngest son, Tadao, he created the system called Jikiden. Okay? The same. Okay? Yeah. So they all go back to Hai Sensei. Okay? Then back to the founder, Usui Sensei. Okay? So my understanding is, all kind of different Reiki system in the world, if their lineage or energy lineage can go back to Hai Sensei, okay, it's Hayashi Shiki or Hayashi Style Usui Reiki Ryoho. Or we can say Hayashi Shiki, Reiki Ryoho. It's Reiki system. If they cannot be traced back to Hai Sensei, it's not Reiki system. Even though they carry the name, such and such Reiki, to me, they are not Reiki, only the name.
I have a question there because in Sweden, in Sweden we have a lot of Holifire Reiki, and they claim to be Usui Reiki Ryoho because they have the name of Holifire Usui Reiki Ryoho. So what do you think about all these new Reiki styles who are coming, and they do not do the Ryu empowerment or meditation, they do these guided meditations?
Yeah, I know. Not only Holifire Reiki, Karuna Reiki has been very, popular, in the world, the William Lee Rand, very well-known Reiki master, in America. And I personally, know him very well. He's a very good person. Okay. But when it's come to Holifire Reiki and Karuna Reiki, sorry to say in this, William Rand, no, how do you say, hard feeling. Okay? Yeah. They are not Reiki system. Like I mentioned, can they go back to Hai Sensei, then back to Usui Sensei? No. He said, Holifire Reiki, it's from Jesus. Then it's not Reiki. Okay? Karuna Reiki, I don't know where. Okay? And some systems say, it's from pyramid. It's from canon. It's from a certain angel. Then they are not Reiki. Like I said, whatever the name is, if the system carry the name Reiki, the lineage, should or can go back to Hai Sensei, then the founder. Okay? I know there are more than 100 different Reiki systems, to my surprise. But to me, more than half of them not Reiki, because they cannot be traced back to Hai Sensei, then back to Usui Sensei. Yeah.
I also found all this, I've learned all these new healing modalities, and I think they have so much do this, don't do that, and do this and don't do that. And I find that Komyo ReikiDo is very simple in its practice, and the spiritual practice is simple, actually.
Yes. Like you mentioned, Komyo ReikiDo is, simple. I always say it's a keep it simple, Reiki system and practice. Keep it simple. Okay. So it's a simple Reiki system and practice. And Reiki Ryoho, from the beginning, it's a simple practice. All we can do is what? place our hand. That's all. What else? So, Komyo ReikiDo practice motto is, my teaching. Place your hand. Okay? Anybody can do. Even children can do this. Okay? Place your hand. Then, next one is very difficult. Surrender to Reiki. Okay? Then, smile. That's all. Place your hand, surrender, and smile. That's all I can teach. Okay? Then, as I always say, when you practice Reiki Ryoho, hands-on healing practice, if you use your left brain, thought, in other words, thinking, theory, logic, whatever, you get lost. Okay? You never make progress. You always, marking time, same place. Even though you practice, more than 10 years or maybe 20 years, you are still marking time. Okay? So I always say, stop thinking. Never use your left brain. Use. Right brain means, intuition, feeling, connection with the universe. That's the only way. Okay? So again, for us, human adult, it's not easy because usually we use our left brain, thinking this and that, Then, thinking too much means we get lost, we lose direction. We don't know which way to go, because of too much thinking. Okay? Yeah. So again, Reiki Ryoho, okay? And especially Komyo ReikiDo is simple,
I
system.
also like because you are very open to share your experience, and I also when we talk about Reiki, you always talk about the fact, what you know in science, like with Reiki, and the legends. You separate the legends of Reiki from the fact of Reiki. Like it's a lot of histories of the founder of Reiki, but we don't know if they all truths or what they came from. A lot of people they like have a lot of legends about Reiki,
Yeah.
And I like you don't have legends about Reiki. You have the fact about Reiki, what we know about it.
The legend is okay, but I know some very smart Reiki master create their own beautiful story without foundation, without verification, without confirmation.
Yes.
It's their own fiction, fantasy, without verification, without the truth or fact. I also can create beautiful story about Usui Sensei, Reiki story. But I cannot do that, because my passion is to share the truth. So whatever I say and, should be based on what? Truth, fact, evidence-based, So again, we have to be careful in a way, when we read a book on Reiki, read, somebody's website, they can create their own, interpretation, speculation. It's okay, but, maybe the readers are more responsible. Usually the reader just, how shall I say, think that, this is a story, true story, because they have no knowledge to, how do you say, tell the truth or not truth, Yeah.
How would you translate Komyo? Oh, we'll see if we lost contact again. Yeah. In Komyo ReikiDo, you have explained Reiki, you have talked about Do. Can you talk about Komyo, the word Komyo?
Oh, Komyo means, it's a no spiritual word. Komyo means a light, light, yeah, that's all. Light.
I just wanted you to say that.
Because then of course, literally it's mean light, like a moonlight, sunlight, room light, candle light, just a light. But again, connotation is, enlightenment, illumination. Yes. So, the meaning of Komyo ReikiDo, the way of, Komyo Reiki, Satori or enlightenment.
I think you have to take that again because the picture froze. The meaning of Komyo ReikiDo is, please tell us again.
Okay. Komyo ReikiDo, first, Do, as I mentioned, it's a, path or way. Yeah. But its connotation, hidden meaning is spiritual training. And Komyo means light, like a sunlight, moonlight, candlelight. Yeah. But again, its connotation is illumination, enlightenment, awakening, or I can say satori, right? Yeah. So the way of Komyo, Komyo ReikiDo, yeah, is the way of Komyo Reiki, or we can say the way of enlightenment Reiki.
It's a good translation, yes.
Yeah. Okay. That's the meaning of Komyo ReikiDo.
Yes.
Okay. So again, Komyo also represent or, symbolize our common destination, which is Satori, enlightenment or illumination. Okay. Then speaking of our goal, final goal, Satori, enlightenment. Okay, but we have another goal, which is daily goal, everyday goal. Why do we practice Reiki hands-on healing? Okay, then I'd like to maybe I can talk about Reiki principle. Okay.
Yeah. I was thinking if we are, perhaps we should talk about them in the next and finish this one, and we can do another recording with the principles. Would that be okay?
Yes. Yeah, okay. So anyway, according to the Reiki principle, by the founder, Usui Sensei, our daily goal is to be healthy and happy. In other words, good health and happiness every day is our daily goal. Okay, that means we have to be in good health and happy first. Then we can help other people, family, friends, community, whole world. Okay, so that's why our daily goal is, simply put, as a keyword, good health and happiness every day, as a Reiki practitioner. So please keep in mind, as a Reiki practitioner, we have two goals, daily goal, good health, happiness, and another one, which is final goal, the Satori, enlightenment. Okay. So I think it's a very good idea to keep them in mind. Yes.
That would be a wonderful ending to this talk. Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome. It's been my great pleasure. Thank you.
So we'll do more talks so people can listen more, learn more from Komyo ReikiDo. Thank you so much for today.
Welcome. It's been my great pleasure, and I hope we do this again. Huh? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, we will.
Yeah. Yes.
Take care.
Okay. Once again, yes. Thank you so much for arranging this interview, and it is my great pleasure, to talk to you.
We are looking forward to see you in Sweden.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So we will prepare for you to come. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Stay safe and healthy. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So,